Hello and welcome to our Interlude program today. We want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving weekend. Although many of you have not traveled like in the past, I'm sure that plenty of food was eaten the last few days.
Let's sing a great Thanksgiving hymn in this season of gratefulness. Come ye thankful people, come. We will sing 2 verses. Singing. Mark, Vinny, and I really appreciate our active music program. People are very busy helping produce virtual music recordings, but it is less fulfilling than making music together.
Let's take to the homes of a few of our adult choir members as they give you an update on their lives during this pandemic.
Hello, my name is Penny Moore. I've been an alto with the CWC for 3 years, 2 years of good singing and 1 year, well, you know how that one went. This is my granddaughter Audrey and her lovely lizard, who is appropriately named Lizzie.
Okay, my name is Noelle. I'm a soprano with the James Wesley Choir, and my summer has been spent entertaining conversations with my dog here, little Max. I've discovered he's quite the conversationalist, and learning how to Zoom and virtual and make that part of my vocabulary. And also, I have learned about soccer through a friend of mine who is teaching me soccer.
Hi, this is Sarah Blake. I'm in the Alto 1 section. I've been a member for about 3 years, although I did festival choir ahead of that. This is my buddy Harvey. I've spent the summer walking him, doing gardening with my new niece, and cooking new recipes, and reading, and of course watching TV, where I found great soccer from Great Britain and Europe.
Hi, my name is Rita Harding. I've been with the choir for about 4 or 5 years now, and I think what I miss the most during quarantine is going to church and singing with the choir in person, and I miss our big family get-togethers. So hopefully this will be over with soon, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Hi, I'm Deborah Beasley. I sing alto, and I've been singing in St. Andrew choirs since I was a child. What I love the most about the choir is the fellowship and those moments of exhilaration where everything comes together and you just have a rush. And what I miss the most, and what's the hardest thing about the pandemic, is not being with my friends and my family and my choir family. Miss you all and can't wait till we're all together again.
Hi, I'm Linda Ruggles. I'm an alto in our Charles Wesley Choir. This is my 11th year in our choir, and I have truly missed singing together, missed being in the loft with all of you, and look forward to meeting all of our new friends.
Hi, I'm Katie. This is my daughter, Brinley. I have been with CWC for 10 years now. We just entered our 10th year. And something that I have missed the most during COVID is my people. I miss people. Do you miss people, Brinley? Yeah. Yeah. How old are you? 2 years old. Bye.
Hi, My name is Nancy Durkee, and I've been in CWC for 9 years next month. I have not liked not being able to go to church and sing in the choir because of the pandemic, but it has given me more time to make things for my new grandson. This is Aki, and this is his mom, my daughter, Kimberly. Miss you all. Thanks.
Hello, St. Andrew. I'm Matthew Brian Winkle, and I've been a member of the Charles Wesley Choir for about 21 years. Holy moly. And I certainly miss sitting in the choir loft less than 6 feet away from my fellow basses, not wearing a mask and singing.
Hi, St. Andrew. This is Barb Wilkinson. I've been at the choir off and on since 1996. And how do I describe what's happened during COVID? Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. And hello from Jacob.
Hello from the Shea family. We're in sunny South Florida enjoying our family and missing everybody at church. Hope everyone's staying healthy. Are you guys having a good time here? Yeah! Show some enthusiasm! See you guys soon.
Hi, I'm Chuck Metzger. I've been in the choir for 40 years. You can well imagine it was a lot smaller at that point. At best, 10 to 20 people per Sunday. Mary and I are enjoying all the virtual activities on television these days. The music, the drama, and other activities. I hope you all are well and take care of yourselves until we see each other soon.
Hi, it's Joan Polite. I sing alto, and I've been in the choir about 4 years, I think. During COVID time, I have been walking a lot. I have walked 1,956,752 steps since March 13th, which is the equivalent of 980 miles. Same thing as Denver to Portland.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Norman. I've been in the choir forever, since 1990. I sing second soprano, and sometimes my friend George and I participate in other ways. I miss music and people, but I'm thankful for the internet and music. We'll get through this. Bye for now.
Hi, I'm Jane Strobel. I sing second alto, and I joined the choir last Advent season and have never left. That's what I miss most about staying at home. This handsome fellow is Louie, who I adopted from the Denver Dumb Friends League on August 4th. He's currently a total delight. Bye.
Hi, everybody. My name's Barb Gostinek. I'm part of the fifth row first soprano section. I want to first of all, thank Mark and all the people who worked so hard to put the virtual choir together. It was so much fun to see it. And even though I thought personally when I was singing it sounded terrible, but it sounded so nice when it was all put together. So again, kudos to all of you who were involved. I have been in this choir since Judith was our choir director. I think I was just there for the last year before she went to Trinity United Methodist. So I've been there for a long time and consider it my second family. I love the choir. So maybe it's been since the early 90s. I don't remember the exact year that she left, but that's when I joined. I have missed singing in the choir, singing in the choir loft. I've missed Mark's jokes. So that's been hard. I have gotten together with a couple of people from the choir in a safe, socially distanced way. Also, I have been, over the course of being quarantined, I have read a lot of books online, and I have done some knitting. I've knit baby hats, as well as trying out some new recipes, cooking new recipes. So that's been kind of good, and I miss you all, and I look forward to seeing all of you.
Hi, my name is Jill Hinton. I've been with St. Andrew and singing in the choir for 22 years. This is my 22-year-old frog, Hinkley. I really miss the community of the choir and St. Andrew. I can't wait till we come together again.
Hi, I'm Kathy Keith. I've been in the alto section for a little over a year now. And while I love staying home and reading books, watching movies, I especially miss traveling to see my family and my husband's family back east, Pennsylvania, New York, and our grandkids in North Carolina and even China.
Hello, St. Andrew. I'm Jane Richards. I've been singing alto in the Charles Wesley Choir for 20 years. Something interesting I've been doing since the coronavirus lockdown started is I do 3 to 4 Pilates classes a week via Zoom, and soprano Dana Schaaf is one of my instructors. Bye.
Hi, we're the Galloways.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Lois Jean.
And we've been members of the Charles Wesley Choir for just over 20 years, but we've always been members of the church choir wherever we've lived.
During the COVID pandemic, we've been walking on the Highline Canal and the Colorado Trail, and we've been averaging about 30 miles per week.
Hi, this is Linda Denham. I'm a soprano. I've been in the choir 20 years, and I really, really miss singing and being with the choir. But I've found out that I can make a mocha latte every morning on my Keurig coffee machine. So here's to COVID and coffee.
Hi, St. Andrew family. My name is Laura Hall, and I sing alto 2 in the choir. I am new to St. Andrew and also new to the choir. I just joined in August. I have missed a lot of things from being in quarantine, but I will say it's exciting that it has brought me to you and your community, and so I look forward to getting to know all of you better.
Hello, St. Andrew. My name is Luann Dodge. I've been in the choir now for about 2.5 years, and the one thing I really miss about being quarantined is making choral music and singing together.
Howdy, my name is Mary Gay. I am an 11-year member of the St. Andrew Choir, former festival choir member and orchestra member. During COVID, I have probably walked about 300 miles and I have worked on home improvement. I really miss St. Andrew's Choir and all my friends.
During the time of Thanksgiving, we also remember those who struggle with food and housing insecurity. St. Andrew United Methodist Church came up with a program since late March called Resurrect Our City.
This amazing program has given a vehicle for our church and friends in the community to help through food donations, clothes, sleeping bags, tutoring, and many other avenues to help our local community heal, living into our mission statement of serving the common good.
Meet Jen Kleppel, who is the Director of Outreach here at St. Andrew. Jen and her team work with Resurrect Our City daily.
We are excited today to welcome Jen Kleppel, who is the Director of Outreach for St. Andrew United Methodist Church. Jen has worked night and day during this pandemic to resurrect our city and to help those most in need. She has rallied the volunteers, worked with individuals and agencies, and most of all, she's listened to ensure that she can understand the needs of those who cannot express those needs themselves. So Jen, this is what you do, but can you tell us a bit about who you are and where you grew up and what was your childhood like?
Sure, that's a great question. So I grew up in a military family, so we moved around a lot, and then I have 2 siblings, and as the least favorite child of my parents, I am the oldest, and so I spend a lot of time caring about my brother and sister and their well-being and trying to be a leader for them because that was the expectation. And then I went to college in California. My dad got out of the military and we moved. He worked for Taco Bell, and that's a fun fact, isn't it? And then we moved to California, and I moved to Chicago in high school, and then said, I'm never leaving California again when I go back. And I went to college there and graduated and thought that I was going to be a kindergarten teacher forever. I student taught in Watts and loved my time there. And then right when I was about to graduate, a church called me and said, you need to do kids ministry. And I thought, no way. I am supposed to be a kindergarten teacher. This is what I've always wanted to do. And my dad said, nobody knows what they want to do when they're 5, Jennifer. And that was it. I've been in a church ever since. So.
Wow. Can you tell about a time in your life that you decided to go to intentional outreach ministry?
Sure. So during my time student teaching, I worked in the before and after school program, making sure that kids got fed and read to and tutored. And there was a pull in my heart to continue to serve those communities because I loved how they valued each other. I loved how they made sure that everyone was successful and had what they needed, even though they had so little. And my time with them was just so special. But it broke my heart seeing these kids not have books when they got home and not be able to have the food that they needed to get through their day. And so that broke my heart, and it was just the call that I needed to kind of figure out what was next and how I could serve communities better.
Wow. What is the most difficult thing about the pandemic as it relates to outreach?
That's a really good question. So I think what's hard is that there's so much need, and the need is continuing to grow. And so before, when the need already felt really big, it was a little bit more manageable. But then when you add illness and job loss and evictions and so many other things to the plate, you just see the need grow and grow and grow. And it's unmanageable and it's unrealistic to think that we can do it all, and we can't. And so the hardest part for me has been having to identify where we fit and where I fit and how we answer the call to those things really effectively as a community and then as individuals as well. But it's really hard identifying those things that we can do and then also trust that other people are going to show up to the places that we can't.
Yeah. Can you talk about something that has happened right now that gives you hope? Then also tell us about what you need to resurrect our city.
Sure, $1 million trillion. we can solve all the problems with a lot of money. I think what gives me hope is that people continue to show up. People are rallying better than they ever have before. They're calling their neighbors and they're calling their friends, and they are checking in on each other. And I think that's really special. I think sometimes we get so busy and caught up in our schedules and our lives that we forget that there are human beings next door who need us, and there are people that are being forgotten about. And so I think there's so much beauty in the number of people that are making these calls and are asking how they can help feed people. And it's really special to walk into this building each week and see the amount of food that we are redistributing to families and individuals, and go downtown and see people serving warm meals and providing sleeping bags and tents and helping stop homeless sweeps and everything else. And so there's just so much hope and beauty in each person that I really love that. And to resurrect our city, I think I just need people to keep showing up and trust that we are going to do the good work. And it's not going to be a sprint, it's a marathon. It's probably an Ironman, honestly. We've got 100 miles to run, and that's there's no quick fix. But if we keep showing up and we keep loving people, then we'll make a good dent in it. So keep showing up. So now I have some questions for you. I want you to play this game with me. My dream is to be on Ellen or Oprah, so you're my Ellen today.
So these are what these are for?
So these are our paddles. They say yes or no on them. So I will ask you a yes or no question, and then there might be a follow-up depending on the question. But then you'll just answer with your paddle, and I'll answer too. Sound good?
Okay.
So here's the first one. Are you ready? Did you vote in this election? Did you vote early? Me too. All right, second question. Is Taco Bell a guilty pleasure for you? Let me tell you why it's a no. You didn't even see my answer. Because I don't feel guilty about it. I just eat Taco Bell and it brings joy to my life. There's no guilt.
I feel guilty about it.
What? Which part of it? The deliciousness?
And just all those calories.
They're empty calories. They don't count.
Oh, good. That's
Taco
good
Bell
to know.
doesn't count. This is what you need. All right. Do you wear matching pajamas every night?
Yes.
Tell me about these.
I have these matching sets, so I need to wear them.
Like silky or like flannel?
They're flannel.
Shorts or pants?
Pants. Wow.
I'm just very interested in your sleep. Do you sleep on the same side of the bed every night?
Yes.
Me too. Which side?
The left side.
Me too.
There you
Look
go.
at us. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
But why?
Because it's a special kind of sandwich.
So it's a sandwich?
Yeah, but I wouldn't classify it under a sandwich. It's too special.
That's fair. I changed my answer. My next question is candy corn edible?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's delicious. All right, last one. Are you ready? Is Wicked the best Broadway musical?
I like it.
I love it. I cry to it.
My Broadway friends may not totally agree, but
What would they say?
they'd probably say they'd want something probably like Into the Woods or something like that.
We should talk to them. I have one more question. If this wasn't what you were doing, what would you do? If you weren't a music director, what would your job be?
Well, I probably would be in the funeral director business.
You like celebrating end of life?
Well,
Or
my
interns?
family, I grew up in a family that owned funeral homes, and I appreciated actually the ministry through it and being with people at a hard time.
It's really beautiful. You're good at it. You're really good at it. So thank you. Thanks for playing the game.
Thank you, Jen, for talking with us today. You and your team helped bring hope, peace, and a sense of well-being to our city, and we are grateful. One of the great hopeful moments was brought last year from the Wartburg College Choir and their rendition of Ain't No Grave, arranged by Sean Ivory and Paul Caldwell. This piece uses sign language, and at one point, it allows the listener to see the music as a deaf person would experience it. Listen to this amazing performance.
Keep us in a
That was amazing, to actually have a moment in this song that shows what a non-hearing person would see.
Today, we will finish our program with Natalie Wren. Natalie is one of our kids' choir leaders, and she teaches at a middle school near our church during the week. Natalie has not been active with our staff during this pandemic, but she's done a few Zoom calls and she sings on a couple of our group recordings.
Let's hear from Natalie Wren, and she will sing for us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie Wren. I grew up as one member of a very large, very loud family in northern Idaho. My parents were determined to be the best Catholics in town, and as a result, I have 5 brothers and 3 sisters. Our longest running family joke is how often we are mistaken for a Mormon family by strangers, especially since we used to drive around town in our huge 12-passenger van. I moved to Colorado in 2017 to pursue my master's degree in music education from the University of Northern Colorado. Even though school was stressful, I met some of the best friends I've ever made, including Sam Eshelman, for those of you who remember him. I have Sam to thank for introducing me to the world of working as a church musician, as well as introducing me to Mark Zwilling and his amazing church community at St. Andrew. We both graduated in 2019, and I accepted a position as a middle school choir director at Mountain Ridge Middle School in Highlands Ranch. Now, as some of you may know, being a first-year teacher is difficult under any circumstances. COVID, of course, made things even crazier. If you had told me when I started college that I would have somehow figured out how to teach choir exclusively online, I would have laughed, then cried, then probably changed careers. However, in the midst of all this uncertainty and chaos, I'm finding it more important than ever to be mindful of the good things in my life. My students, even behind a computer screen, inspire and amaze me every day. My family and friends, even though spread across the country, remind me that I am loved every day. This church community, even though we cannot be together in person, reminds me that there is something greater at work than the things that trouble us day by day. That is why this song, Be Not Afraid, seems so pertinent and special to me today. Life today seems more difficult and scarier than ever, which is why it is so important for all of us to remember that our God is in control. And when we remember that, it is so much easier not to be afraid of what may come.
You shall cross the barren desert, but you shall not die of thirst. You shall wander far in safety, though you do not know the way. You will speak your words to foreign lands, and all will understand. You shall see the face of God and live. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. If you pass through raging waters, in the sea you shall not drown. If you walk amid the burning flames, you shall not be harmed. If you stand before the power of hell, and death is at your side, know that I am with you through it all. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. Blessed are your poor, for the kingdom shall be theirs. Blessed are you who weep and mourn, for one day you shall laugh. And if if wicked tongues insult and hate you, all because of me. Blessed are you. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest.
Thank you, Natalie, and we look forward to the time we can have you work wonders with our kids, choir, and men of note.
Mark, we have a lot of wonderful music coming up. We will be offering our annual Advent recital series that will feature scripture, music, and a virtual soup and conversation element Wednesdays at 12:10 p.m.
The Simply Carols program will be aired on Saturday, December 12th at 1 p.m., and then again as one of the Advent Recital Series concerts at 12:10 p.m. on December 23rd.
Last but certainly not least is the St. Andrew Christmas Concert. This will have many of our choirs, ensembles, orchestra, and a narrator. This will happen on Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. virtually.
Well, Larry, tomorrow is Advent. Stay tuned in later December when we announce the interludes for 2021. Thank you for listening today, and please remember to share this video with your friends, family, and coworkers. Take good care.